Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geist, John McTavish. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing well.
Dang it, Bobby. There's another Developing Palates review.
All right. So tonight we are talking about the Crowned Heads, the Los Angel TAA 2021. Cigar is a Toro 6-inch by 52. Comes out of the Tabacalera Pichardo factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Mexican San Andres. Binder is Brazilian Matafina. Filters from Nicaragua. Price point is $11.75. And the cigar was released in April of 2021. And we picked the cigar up from Corona Cigar Company. So I believe they may still have some in stock. So you can always hit the website, or if you're in Florida, make a stop by the shop, pick it up, have a drink, have a cigar, enjoy yourself. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
Leave it on the shelf. They probably still have them in stock, as they should. So, damn.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
kidding.
cold. I mean,
you know what?
that's how you're going to start things out? Man,
Just
Huber
kidding.
gives me so much shit for being such a dick to him in all these years, but I've never said anything as cruel as what you just said, and
So
he
I would
still
like
won't
to
do
follow
anything
up.
against you.
I like to follow up my comment by saying the original Las Calaveras was delicious. Yeah. This one, quite average. Okay. And hold on. Before June talks about the cigar, let's see who's the fanboy behind this one. Oh, Seth, guys. Yep. You guys will hear that a little bit. But within what I thought it was quite average. I like the first third. Okay. So I'll give it that. So, a lot of cocoa, some little baking spices coming through. On the retro, it gets a little bit spicier. I also had this really nice black tea note. It was medium strength, medium body for me. All these notes I said, there's nothing offensive about it. It's just that for a lot of the cigar, what killed it for me was it was really dry for most of the cigar for me. So I think I'm a little sensitive to dryness in a cigar. I don't like cotton mouth. So, it was a little bit of that for me. But overall, it was an average flavor profile. Nothing good, nothing great, nothing horrible. So average.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, listen, I liked the blend. I thought it was balanced. I thought it had a nice level of complexity throughout. Barnyard, cocoa, floral, herbal, earthy qualities. I really enjoyed it. I thought you could get the Mexican, because what was it? Yeah, it was you could pick up the Brazilian quality and the Mexican flavors, and they worked well together, and they balanced each other out. So yeah, I was happy with it.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
we'll come back to June's accusation of Seth being a Crown Heads fanboy, because I'm not sure that necessarily sticks. First of all, great looking cigar. A lot of complications going on. It's got the black on black theme for the band, which reminds me of the '90s when black was the new black. So kind of taking it back, a little throwback action. I thought the flavor profile was quite tasty. Got a lot of wood. A lot of baking spices and bread that mixed together nicely in the first third. I do get what June's saying about some of the dryness. I think the wood did have some dryness to it. But there was also some sort of musty baking spice that I thought offset that nicely in the first third. And then the last third, kind of more of that musty wood combination, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of nuttiness. And then I think the dryness that June was talking about, that kind of took over in the last third. So it was kind of, mustiness was still there, which was interesting, but the wood and the dryness just kind of, it took a step back for the complexity. So that wasn't all that great. Burn was pretty much perfect with a bright white ash. I guess we'll have to talk what factory.
This is interesting, John. You pretty much said the exact same I did. The exact
Oh,
same
that's
thing
funny.
I did. You just scored it lower than
I just scored it
better
higher than
I
you
did.
did. Yeah.
Higher than me. Interesting.
Now, I guess, like I said, I think that the big thing is that I didn't really get a lot of intense dryness through the second third. It wasn't until the last third that I got that. So that if I had gotten that intense dryness through the second third, I probably would have scored it the same as you. Draw had a minor amount of resistance to it, so I scored the draw very good. But overall, that was a good experience. I mean, I was honestly going into it because it's a TAA and not expecting much. So I thought it was pretty solid TAA release. Aaron, what was your experience like?
I thought cigar had a fairly average flavor profile throughout. It was pretty consistent, but just average. Final third did see some toastiness and smokiness, kind of increases in the profile. Construction was great on the cigar, but it was just too linear and didn't really have a flavor profile that captured my attention. Very wood and earth driven profile. Just not something I really see myself coming back to on this one. So let's get the scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth at 7.07. John gave it a 6.67. Jiunn gave it a 6.10. I gave it a 5.65. So Seth, how that 707 matchup for you?
Love the cigar band, man.
I'll talk about that later.
That did it. That did it for me. No, I really, I really like the blend. I liked a lot of the stuff coming out of this factory for Huber. I think it's the one factory where I think he's really producing a lot of great stuff. It's not overly complex, but it's just balanced throughout. It's consistently enjoyable. And it's cool tobacco he's working with, and you're getting a little taste of that. So yeah, liked it.
All right, John, 6.67.
Yeah, I think that matches up well. It's a solid TAA release. Profile was quite approachable. Like the format, like the packaging. This is definitely a cigar I would come back to. So yeah.
All right, Jiunn, 6.10.
It was quite average for me. Man, I gotta muster up some energy for these next few reviews we're about to do because I'm gonna say the same fucking thing. It was, yeah, it was just right down the middle average. I really don't like dry cigars. Like, there's something about like having to take a draw and sip on water constantly. Like, something about that just really kills it for a cigar for me. And I got some of that, most of that in this cigar, within 2 out of the 3/3. So hence the average.
Yeah, my 5.65 matches up well. I mean, it was a average flavor profile throughout, but had really good construction, so it gets it right into that kind of that mid-5 range. So, final thoughts on this cigar?
Well, you're going to talk about the throwback band.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly written in the bylaws of the TAA that you cannot steal a company that has gone out of business the previous year. You cannot steal their color scheme the following year. There, you have to give a 1-year gap in the middle. So I don't know how Crown Heads got away with this.
Is that really?
I don't know. If you can find the bylaws, it's probably in there. I'm just taking a guess.
Oh, okay. I see what so he's going with, I was like, dude, is that actually in the fucking bylaws?
I wish it was. I would write that into a contract if I was like an organization together.
I was, but listen, here we go. You know what? This is fuck. Now you got me on it. Are we surprised? Listen, yes, I'm going to compliment Huber on the cigar, but are we surprised that he's not copying someone off of this? I mean, if it's not Pete, it's her clothes. I mean, for being a creative marketing guru, and he did great things at CEO. Now he's just copying these guys all the time. I mean, he has a.
You're saying he's copying this?
I'm saying I guarantee he's probably.
Well,
I'm curious what cigar you're talking
about.
The Nat Sherman
from last year.
No, that's what I was thinking. So when I went to grab the cigar, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I had another Nat Sherman TAA. This is amazing. And then I was like,
I know exactly. That was a really good stick. That was better than this.
I did not have a good experience with that one.
You didn't. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But are we surprised?
No, I'm just making up shit to stir the pot.
Busting balls.
Yeah, just busting
Gotta
balls.
keep it honest.
Yeah. So.
It's God. If he'd done it to Pete would have probably fucking had a lawsuit, cried about it.
Right.
Wow, throwing shade like crazy at the end of this one.
While looking at Cuban cigar packaging for the next cigar.
I think at least this one came in a box though, so it didn't come in a black Mazzo.
There you go.
So
no Mazzo.
So
Coop
it's all good. Yeah, Coop's not going to be.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was the price point on these?
$11.75.
That's a good price.
That's about right for a TA, and it's a good size. I mean, I had what my smoking time was, an hour and 50, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
No, man.
Nope.
All right. If you
just catch some shade.
If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Dang it, Bobby.
You know, my problem is I could have made through that whole thing and given Huber a compliment, But then you brought that thing up and you had me go back down in the mud and start throwing some damn shade.
Aaron does like to enable.